actual, you know what I'm saying? I need the man. You feel me? I need him. I don't need Ray Ray and them. I need the man. Because actually we got a real live soap opera, man. Say, man, all my YouTubers, y'all see me, I'm on now. You see what I'm rocking, man. My Dallas Cowboy gear, my FHO gear, man. I'm fitted, man, all the way fitted, man. So anyway, let me do this. Let me pay these bills. Let me get this stuff cracking, and then we're gonna be right at it. I got a hell of an inspiration for you tonight. Major inspirational get down for you tonight. So y'all stay tuned for that right after these messages. Peace.
Are you thinking of changing your marketing strategy? 106 Live Radio is the solution you need to promote your goods and services. For a limited time only, we are offering special advertising rates on our fast growing radio network. We can also help you create an audio commercial or a website banner that fits your business needs. It is just that simple. Visit our website at 106liveradio.com or call 404-910-4589 for details.
Calling all beat makers and producers. Get your tracks professionally mixed for only $25 per beat. Visit drsatl.com for more information. DRS, when the right sound matters.
Southern Art Bourbon and Bar is a modern Southern cuisine for the entire family. We offer great tasting contemporary Southern, Creole, Cajun dishes.
What up with it? What up with it, man? All my
with a
YouTube
4-hour
fam.
complimentary valet parking.
We on,
Our
man.
dining style
Trust me,
is
we
simply
on.
casual. We're open Mondays to Saturdays at 6:30 a.m. and on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. Come in and see us today at Intercontinental Buckhead, Atlanta, 3315 Peachtree Road, or visit our website at southernart.com.
What's good, man? It's your boy Big Cell FHOHNIC. Check this out, man. Fast Harley's Only is not just for the Fast Harley enthusiasts. It's a brand, it's a lifestyle, it's a movement. So grab you some fast and let's ride. So grab you some fast and let's ride. Hey, man, listen, I got this motivational piece. I'm going to give you 3 minutes of this. I'm going to get to my guest on the phone. He's been patient waiting. We're going to get into that. Then we're going to get into this topic, man. Clubhouse Rules and Responsibility tonight. FHO Radio. Y'all gonna be really blown away by some of the stuff we're going when you get, you know, that's supposed to happen when you get a Clubhouse. All right, listen to this motivational piece, man. Here it come, man. Let me turn it up, turn this down, and turn this up. Hold on.
We have control of our minute, our hour, our day, our week, our month, and our year. Stop running around being on the receiving end of whatever people want to dump on you. You showed up. You accepted that invite. You invited these people to your house. You're in a relationship with that man. You're in a relationship with that woman. That's you. So how do you feel at the end of your night? How easy and how convenient is it for us to blame everything and everybody for the things that we have going on in our lives? There is a such thing as you being a positive and a great person.
What up with it, Marcus? Everybody that's on.
Intentions towards everybody, and shit is rough, and you just can't get a break. But most of you are waking up every day looking for pain, dysfunction, drama, unemployment, being broke, struggling, dropping every excuse in the book about your childhood and the problems and dysfunction that you grew up in that's stopping you from becoming successful. You don't like your friends, so why you still with them? You don't trust your managers, agents, and lawyers, so why are they still there?
When you go low ride again? Hey, man, I ain't ducking your question, man.
Different from messing.
Trust me, I'm finna set up where I can read the questions right now. I really can't read them unless I'm looking at this, so bear with me.
Are the things that you're doing and the people that you're hanging
What it do, Alfred? Maurice Asby, Mark Edwards, Walt.
Does that reflect a person that actually loves themselves? If you love yourself,
Lazy boy.
why would you fuck with those type of people?
Stopping through, big homie. Youngblood ATL. Young and at work. Thank you, Daddy O. Scoot, what up? Maz, what up? Manzy and Kelly. Walt, baby.
And they've made it clear. They've sent you every sign imaginable that they could possibly send you. And because you're so desperate to have people around you.
Stevie J, what up? Black Jesus, what up? Robert, what up? Yolanda, what up?
To show up to everything they invite you to.
Miss Oasis Goddess, what it do?
I'm not preaching separatism. I want a bunch of people to just be alone. at home doing nothing with no friends, no family, and nothing to do. I'm saying that at this point, you are old enough and mature enough to understand the difference in good people and bad people. And when you're hanging out with negative, dark, and dysfunctional people, you cannot expect yourself to go to sleep at night and rest. You cannot expect yourself to feel good about your day when you're including negative and dysfunctional people in your day.
See, hey, did y'all hear what he said? You can't do it, man. Hey, man, that's a whole piece. It's about 12 minutes long. It gets so deep and so off the chain, man. You need to check it out, man. Like I told you, in the morning, when I'm doing stuff and in my car, I'm getting dressed. This is what I'm listening to, man. This motivational stuff because that's what we need. You need to hear some positive energy. If you ain't getting it from your homeboys, or, your wife, your girlfriend, or whoever it is you're spending most of your time with, your loved ones, then you need to find a way to get it, man. And for me, I get it from all around my family, my mom, dad, my wife, all my friends, my partners. But this right here also just helps me, man, on a daily. Um, it just blows me away, man, when I do get it like that. So for me, that's what it is, man, for me. All right, so we on now, man. I got everybody on here. I got my live chat up. Yolanda, Robert, what up? Black Jesus, Ryan C. Man, take take that. Come on, man. You already know what it is, Ron. What up with it, Eric? What's good with you? So we on, man. All right, tonight's topic. First, let me get to my caller, man. Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone is one of the most passionate dudes in the world, man, when it comes to this race shit. I'm sorry, did I just curse? My bad. One of the most passionate dudes in the world when it comes to this race stuff, man. And when I tell you, he been supporting FHO, man, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, whatever it is. He been there with me. Whatever I need him for, he's there. Beautiful person. And now this week though, he done kind of got caught in his feelings this week. So that's what I wanted him on the show about tonight, and that's what we're gonna talk to him. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and we're gonna get at him, man. Caller, what's going on, man? Introduce yourself, man.
What's up with that, man? This Poncho Racer, man.
Man, Poncho Racer, man.
California by way of Texas right now. It is what it is, I just need to clear something up, though, too, man, because, everybody really taking my comments and everything, and they make it seem like I'm just this mean guy. I'm just aggressive. But I be trying to have fun with everybody. You know what I mean? But I see that I can't do that, so I'm gonna step back into my lane that I normally in, and I'm just gonna race my motorcycle, and that's it. I talk.
Uncle Pete, what up with it? Eric, what up with it?
I talk mess when it's time to race, and then I'll leave it at that. Other than that, I can't have fun with people.
Well, one of the things I want to tell you is this, man. One of the things I really, really, really want to tell you is this, man, is that you got to understand this, okay? The passion and the love that you have for this sometimes get misconstrued with people, everybody, for some reason, man, they got this new term called slick dissing. Everybody thinks somebody is slick dissing them when I'm not even slick dissing. I'm me being me, man. I'm just, because one thing about it is, I know this for a fact. Ponto, if he calling your name, he can call your name, man.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I'm gonna say this too on your live radio, man. If I offended anybody by what I said, man, I ain't gonna say I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm a real dude, and I didn't offend nobody because I didn't mean to offend nobody. Like I said, I got love for a lot of people in Atlanta, but it's certain individuals in Atlanta that I really don't fool with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but that's your right. But that's your right. That's your choice, though.
But I'm still not the type of person where I just don't like him. You know what I mean? I know how to be cordial and everything. And handle myself like a grown man. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm just gonna keep it racing now, man. I had to really check myself after yesterday, and some things were said that I really wasn't cool with.
Yeah. I mean,
because I was on some racing stuff. I wasn't on no calling nobody out, calling no names. I just want to race motorcycles, man.
That's it. That's all, huh?
That's it. That's all. I know y'all do the yonder thing and everything. I like doing that sometimes too, but my passion, like you said at the beginning.
My man Tick, what up with it?
Racing, man. My man. I would travel to 7 seas to race my motorcycle, man.
And one thing I'm gonna tell everybody about it, because they don't know this about me and you, man. When we met from day one, we clicked it off. You trusted me with your bike. They don't even know that, huh?
Yeah, no, they don't.
Yeah,
no, they don't.
just meeting me and yeah.
I had my bike sent to your house. I didn't even know you.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't even know you. I've seen you talking and stuff. So I'm like, man, that dude was a good dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And plus he's from California, so I bond with anybody that's from my home. You know what I mean? Not that personal against somebody else from other states. I got partners in other states too. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it was just like, man, that dude cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead, send my bike to his house. You know what I mean?
And it was right there waiting on you. I'm talking about we had a good time. Me, you, and Big Money Rob, man.
Yeah. We had a ball, man.
So let me ask you this real quick. While we here, I got you on this race thing, man. Okay. You've been hearing me put the rules down. You've been working with me on the rules and everything. I got a surprise for everybody because I done came up with something. Because at the end of the day, this is my race. This is FHO race. But because of the love that I have for all my partners that's in it, that's involved, I'm trying to get it to where we can all have a good time and all have some major fun and do a lot of racing. This year, I don't want to spend. Last year, we had the track for 10 hours. We raced for 2, and the other 8 we messed off, messing around, doing this, doing that. This year, we're gonna get 10 hours of racing in this year. 10,
not to cut you off, Phil. That's because, and I ain't trying to bash Atlanta. But we was the only ones that really showed up. The only cats that showed up from Atlanta was Kingo, Double D, and the other cat. What's his name? Cruz.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, we're gonna do that. If they would do all this hype, man, they show up this year, man.
Well, see, and this is what I tell everybody. Now they can be mad at me all they want to, but I'm speaking the absolute TRUTH. Cruz, as far as I'm concerned, has the fastest bike in Atlanta. Period.
Yeah.
He's the only bike that showed up consistently, and whenever he show up, he either win his category, he either win first or second. So if he,
I don't even know him personally, but I respect him because he always show up. You know
and he show up and race and do his thing, and that's what I'm saying. So if you're not showing up, then how can you claim the title of having the fastest bike?
I don't know. I don't know how that works, Phil. That's the new age racers, man. You know what I mean? I don't know how that come about, but it is what it is, man. Everybody gonna have a they saying or they punchline, and when it come down to it, man, if you ain't getting out there on that line, man, all that talk is for nothing.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 out here, man. People be traveling a long distance. I travel out to Atlanta at least twice a year to come right.
That part right there, and always show up. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, win, lose, or draw.
You done tow your motorcycle up in Atlanta. And that's another thing people don't even know. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. FHO has built bridges, has built bonds, has built friendship. They don't even know. Not only did he ship his bike to me and didn't know me, but then another time he had to leave with me and depended on me and my man Heb to get it dropped off.
Exactly. I woke up early in the morning and I called. I'm like, Phil, I'm on my way to drop my bike off at your house. Just make sure y'all get it down there. So,
and what?
Hey,
yeah.
And I wasn't worried about it. I didn't call y'all like, hey man, y'all get my bike down there. Nah, man, y'all took care of him. And Heavy's my guy, man. Heavy called me yesterday, man, and I appreciate the call, man. Much love to Heavy, man. That's my guy out there, man.
Yeah, that's my dude. Everybody know that's my dude.
He's a real good dude, man. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this, man.
Yeah.
East Coast or the West Coast? Who's gonna reign supreme, man?
I mean, I gotta go with the home team. I can't go no other way, man.
You can't go no other way.
I can't go no other way, man. I gotta go with the home team. We got a lot of fast bikes coming from the West, though, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fast bikes, man. I hope Atlanta, they got some bikes that come this year.
Yeah. Well, the way I'm gonna do it though, like for the East Coast versus West Coast, however many bikes we start off with, first round, losers go, winners stay, second round, so all the way down to the actual complete final. But the name of the game is who gets the most wins. So it's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be real fun. The West Coast, homie, y'all started it. So,
hey, Phil, it's going to be EP.
Epic. Say, man, y'all started it. The West Coast started, from what I understand now, and don't, people be calling me, no, the West Coast. Well, I'm telling you, from what I know, from what I saw, man, the West Coast started it. You feel what I'm saying? So I just, me personally, I'm in Atlanta. I'm a West Coast cat. Born and raised in Compton. It is what it is. Can't nobody deny that. I go home as much as I can, unlike some people. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't running, ducking, and dodging, and hiding from nobody. But I'm in Atlanta, so I got to ride with the East Coast. But if I can sneak a bet in on my West Coast partners, you know what I'm talking about? It's going to be done, man. Yeah.
I mean, as you should. I want to say this one other thing, though.
Go ahead.
Man. Hey, they say we come out there to Georgia to get our power.
Okay.
Okay, well, I feel like they need to find out where we getting our power from in Georgia. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They need to figure it out. They got how many days they got?
Right now they got about, what we got, May, June, so that's 60. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got 15, so that's 75 days. They got about 75, 80 days, about 75, 77 days, yeah.
Yeah, man, you got 75 days to get your horsepower game in order.
Hey, man. All I'm going to say is this, man. I appreciate the love, Ponto. Where my sister at? What's she doing, man? I done gave her a new job. She's a cereal taster. I got everybody. She opened cereal box. And make sure the cereal fresh right here, man. So anyway, tell my sister I love y'all, man. I'm gonna try to get down there for y'all's event, man. I really am. I'm trying to get that way. Also, if they wanted some assistance on helping, I heard Snowman them talking about let's do the halfway race or whatever. If you guys want some assistance in that, hit me up, man. I
told them to come to Houston, man. I've been coming to Atlanta for 5 years.
Yeah, that part.
If they want to race, hey, it shouldn't be nothing. I mean, if everybody doing what they said they do in life, it shouldn't be a problem for nobody to travel out here, because it ain't never been a problem for me to travel to Atlanta.
Yeah, and been doing it, and been doing it.
And I'm coming back to Atlanta 2 times this year again to race my motorcycle.
Gonna have a ball. Are you gonna be in Memphis for pound?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Hubbard, I saw Hubbard. Hey, Hubbard, where you at, Hubbard? I saw Hubbard in his feelings earlier today. He upset.
I seen that too. He was going in.
He was going in, man. That's my man Hubbard, man.
He felt some type of way.
Hey, man, y'all done had Hubbard. Hubbard, after that video, he would have ate about 5 double cheeseburgers, man. He was. Hey, well, anyway, man, I love you. I just wanted to call you, man. Make sure you call in and get that said, man. The man said, listen, man, if he offended anybody, it ain't a sorry. He apologized. But you got to understand, I'm telling you, this is a passionate dude about racing. He will race.
And it's just race talk. It's just race talk.
And I've seen you take races that you was not supposed to take. I've seen I've seen you do, just for the love of racing. I've seen you do, all type of stuff. Yeah.
Because that's my passion, man. I love it, maybe. I think what it is, I think I love it more than they do.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Say, man, Bruce, my man Bruce Perry say shouldn't be no problem with the A getting to Houston. Ain't like they got to ride. It ain't like they got to ride the motorcycle. They can put it on the trailer.
Right, exactly. That part. Some come down 65. Some come down 65 to I-10.
65 to I-10.
And it drags you right through here.
Hey, hold on. Tick, the Atlanta, man, we started the Yonder, Tick, so we've been riding motorcycles. The West, now, as far as getting that Yonder, the West need to catch up now. But as far as going fast, we down here in the South got to catch up, man. But, what I'm saying, it's going to be some good racing, man. Ponto, I love you. I appreciate the phone call. I appreciate the time. Appreciate you holding on. Tell Nick, I said, hey, man, they got their thing coming up, too, on this weekend, Third Coast Strokers, man.
Yeah, we out here bike night right now.
Okay, well, tell everybody out there, man, in Houston, man, y'all keep doing y'all thing. Y'all on the radar. We seeing y'all. We watching y'all. We trying to get there. We love y'all. Third Coast Strokers, happy anniversary. My man Tank, my girl Nick, all the whole fam bam out there, man. I don't want to start naming names if I forget somebody. But I love y'all, man.
All right, that's the best, bro.
There it is there, man. Peace, man. Yeah, that's my man Ponto Racing. Don't forget the number for tonight, man. 404-464-8785. 404-464-8785. Or the toll-free number 1-844-811-5540. Don't be calling in just because you want to hear your voice on the radio, neither. I'm just saying. Anyway, Y'all gotta excuse me. What up with it, man? Walt, baby, I hear you. I hear you, Walt. I see you, Walt. I see you on that YouTube pop. I'm gonna that YouTube popping, man. So y'all make sure y'all share the video, man. Make sure you guys tell your friends to subscribe to the 106 Live app, to the YouTube, our YouTube app, FHO Atlanta GA. Also, man, I want to right now. Let me do this right now, man. I need to give the station a big round of applause, man. We went over 1 million hits in less than 4 months. Now, for a lot of y'all, I didn't say we made $1 million in less than 4 months. I just said we went over 1 million hits in less than 4 months. And for a station such as ours, a real station, it ain't no play radio station, that's really, 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 really big. I'm telling you, man. So to my owner, the creator, the designer, my man Ezzy, to each and every host on 106liveradio.com, each and every show concept, all of the workers, the interns, everybody. Hey, man, from Big Cell, FHO Radio, to 106 Live Radio and every staff, this is for y'all, man. Yeah, I'm gonna double it up, man. Y'all deserve that. So anyway, man, that's what it is, man. Over 1 million hits, man. I promise you, our goal is to do over 3 million before the year's out, and we can do it because we got beautiful fans like y'all. We got people like y'all that love me, that love the station, that actually listening to it. And our music. Listen, if you during the daytime, I challenge anybody, just turn it on. Just turn the app on. When you go to download the app on your phone, when you're on your cell phone, you sitting at work on your lunch break or whatever. Just turn it on. Go to the app, turn it on, and hit the little headphone thing. And I promise you, it's gonna be some good music coming out of there, man. You feel what I'm saying? Some good, clean music. This is music you can play around white folks. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't got to be worried about the. You ain't got to be worried about that. This is music that you can sit there and vibe to, and everybody good. You ain't got to worry about this being on in the workplace, and he kind of like him. You know how we do. Sometimes, man, and I'm guilty of it. Back in the day when I was doing my little young jitterbug thing, I pull up to the gas station, man, and I got NWA just killing the game right now, or some Too Short or something killing the game. You feel what I'm saying? And a bunch of my other lighter skinned friends or folks or whatever is in the gas station, and they just cringing because I got the things popping, man. Just remember, we got to get better with who we are, man. Also, before I get into this topic, I got an hour coming up. I'm going to do some commercial breaks, but also, I'm changing the word. 2017, we don't have no more haters. We get rid of the word haters. We're gonna get rid of the word haters for 2017, and we're gonna talk about motivators. Every time somebody tell you what you can't do, I want you to put that in your memory banks, and I want you to come back and do it stronger and better and more creative than what they ever thought you could do it. For whatever height they didn't think you could reach, I want you to reach for that height and go higher. Reach for the height that's higher than that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let everybody that's negative towards us, all the negative feedback you get, all the negative talk you get, everything you get, we're going to let that build us up, man, from here on out. We ain't got no more haters. I don't have nothing but motivators. So when I say in the morning, hello, motivators, that's what I mean. I need that. I need y'all to give me all the negative so that I can stand on top of that and turn it into positive. You feel me? So that's the new thing for 2017, man. We're going to give you, we're definitely going to give you this year, we're going to give you motivation. You guys are going to motivate me and motivate all my partners and my pals to do bigger and better things. So it's only two things going to happen. Either you're going to keep on motivating me all the way into my success, all the way into the vision that God has for me, or you're going to stop talking and make me work hard, because then I got to motivate myself. You feel me? So it's either you're going to stop talking about me and let me motivate myself, or you're going to motivate me and make it easy, and I'm going to just get to the top. There it is there, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. We're going to pay a couple of these bills, man, real quick. And then we're going to come back into this topic. Tonight's topic, Clubhouse rules, responsibilities, man. Once you get a Clubhouse, what does it mean to have a Clubhouse and you in an MC? So we're going to get into that, man, and we're going to talk about it. I promise you we're going to talk about it. We're going to make this thing he's out, man. Let's go.
More music, more variety, more style with the great shows here on 106 Live Radio.
You're listening to Samantha C. on...
You You are listening into 106liveradio.com, where excitement meets diversity.
What's up, y'all? This Hog Like Trans Gorilla Blue here on the West Coast, Las Vegas, baby. Bumping 106liveradio.com, FHOHNIC. The host with the most that keeps it real.
What up, y'all? What up? Melvin, what up with it? Irvin Rodriguez.
Peace.
Please give me a call, man.
That guy nephew.
Yeah, for sure. East Boogie, what it do, man? Brian Delaney.
To the one and only Big
That's
Self,
something
Fast
up
Hardy,
in Lansing.
FHO
Hit me up, man.
So do me a favor.
Soul Brother Cheers, what it do, man?
It's your boy Big Chick, Reverend MC, all the way from California. And I stay tuned in to FHO Radio on 106liveradio.com. Big Cell, making the motorcycle set great again nationwide. Come on, Cell, let's ride.
It's Big Manny, West Coast All Stars. Listening to FHO on 106liveradio.com.
Hey, man, I will, Boogie, I promise. Man, solid Assassin, my man Assassin, what it do, man?
Up here in the studio with Big Cell, 106liveradio.com. I'm proud of you, young buck. You doing your thing.
Okay, Arizona is done. Now, it's Atlanta's business. Yo, hot boy, bring that slow-ass bagger to the A, and let us show you that you're only hot because the West Coast is not. Yo, Busshead, the Sammy's big, and Lil save your gas money, homies.
Hey, man, do your thing, man. I'm here, man. I ain't doing nothing, Assassin.
In Memphis, and don't knock it off. Haji, King O, and all you other small motors. Y'all piece up and build something fast enough for Gaddafi and King Kong. Don't worry, we'll wait. July 15th, Commerce, Georgia, Atlanta Dragway. Gates open at 8 a.m. Friday night is Test and Tune. Run your motor, not your mouth. Oh, and slow man, you was faster when you had your gold teeth. Keep it locked on 106liveradio.com for more details.
Join me, yours truly, DJ SEB, every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as I bring you the most fun and excitement right here on 106liveradio.com. Remember to download the 106 Live Radio app from your Google Play Store. Find us on the TuneIn app and tell somebody to tell somebody else that yours truly, DJ SEB, is on your radio every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time on your favorite radio. Turn down for what?
There go the bomb. You already know what that means. It's time to drop the bomb. Let's get it, man. My man Head 100 must be out doing his thing, man. He must have got caught up, tied up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling, but we're going to represent, man, for Head 100 tonight. Y'all give him a major shout out, man. So send him some love, whatever he got going on. All right, so tonight's topic, I know the phone's going to light up too. Tonight's topic is Clubhouse rules and responsibility. Man, let me say this real quick. When you decide to get a Clubhouse, there's so much more that comes with it than just having a Clubhouse. I had a guest on earlier, my girl Teresa, Miss Sykes, my sweet tea from Golden Hawks, a true legend in this motorcycle thing. She told me something back in the day, you wasn't even a real motorcycle club if you didn't have a Clubhouse. You couldn't even be a motorcycle club if you didn't have a Clubhouse. That was almost like the first thing. When you got your first 5 or your 7 or whatever you did, and then you went out and found a building, and then you became a club. You feel like a motorcycle club. You had to have a building. But the purpose of the motorcycle clubhouse back then is totally different from where we done took it to now. Okay? Totally different. Back then, you had a clubhouse for your brothers, your if you had other chapters or whatever, but it was for your brothers to come and hang out. This was their home away from home. If you read the book, the East Bay Dragons book, my man Toby Jean's book, the clubhouse was originally set up for the brothers. They done worked all day. They done dealt with stuff at the house. The clubhouse was a way for them to get away from all of the other stuff just to get their peace of mind. You feel what I'm saying? For them to go, they go there. They their other brothers is there, and they get their peace of mind. They get it together, man. Work on their motorcycles, or do whatever they had to do, chop it up, or put a master plan together. And then when they go back home, they was refreshed. So the clubhouse back then was strictly for the brothers. It was strictly for the members of the club. It wasn't a public domain. It wasn't nothing that was open how it is now, that you can have civilians walking into your clubhouse. You feel what I'm saying? You can have civilians, and they're like, you know, for example, I've been at the King's Clubhouse. I've been at several clubhouses where we inside the clubhouse, and somebody walk in, and we as members looking around like, hey, who's that? Who brought them? Or who they with? You feel what I'm saying? That was not possible back in the day. You couldn't do that back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? You could not even think about doing that back in the day. You could not even, the public back in the day would dare to walk into a motorcycle clubhouse. You feel what I'm saying? It was almost like an unknown, you know, creepy thing. Like, girl, don't walk in there because they got dead bodies just hanging on the wall. You feel what I'm saying? Hanging from the ceiling. They got blood all over the walls. They didn't even have a clue as to what went on inside the clubhouse. But back in the day, man, the clubhouses back then, you know, you had different functions in the clubhouse. The actual clubhouse was, and I'm not gonna say ran by the social club or the sisters or whatever, but they did that. They did the cleaning. If people were coming into town, they did the cooking. If some of the brothers came in off the road, back then people didn't get, hotels wasn't making no money off a motorcycle club. Now today, man, Holiday Inn, and I don't even want to keep, I ain't even finna the brand drop like that. But hotels now, they love motorcycle functions. They'll talk that smack because we downstairs in the lobby, you know, burning rubber, making noise, or doing whatever. But they gonna cash that check that we write them. You know what I'm saying? For the 200, 300, 400 rooms that we sell. If you're one of the big organizations, i.e. Rare Breed, they sell out, you know, at 100. They always expensive bougie ass. And I'm like, Tick, why are y'all so expensive and bougie? When you come to a Rare Breed event for 3 days, you didn't pay the mortgage. It's $189 a night for a room. You feel what I'm saying? They got you somewhere nice now. They got you put up nice. But $189 a night, man, and you done sold out the whole hotel, 400 rooms. Man, please. Back in the day, that is not what we did. We didn't go to clubhouses back in the day. California expensive, homeboy. That's what it is, Tick. California expensive. Oh, there go my girl, Jaja. What up with it, Jaja? So California's expensive. That what Tick say. California's expensive. I'm just saying, Tick, we can, you know I can. You know what I'm saying? And then mine gonna get in line with me. So if Queen with me, then we gonna, you know, and Motel 6 is what it is for the 49, that's what we gonna do. Period. Because I'm not finna pay, you know, $600 for a weekend, and I'm normally there for, you know, event is 3 days. I'm normally there for 7 days, 5, 6, 7 days. So I done spent $1,200 on room and board. Man, that's my mortgage. That's 2 of my mortgages. You feel what I'm saying? $1,200 for a week, man, to come hang out with Rare Breed. Don't listen, man. I love my partners. I'm not putting this on them. You know what I'm saying? Tick say California's expensive, and it is. But I'm just saying, back in the day, we wouldn't even think about getting a room. When you came into town, you was thinking about, hey man, give me that spot right there, man. That's where I'm gonna be at. You know, you did your thing. You dropped your clothes off to your sisters. They went and washed all your gear and got everything, and you was fresh. And you know, somebody took you to the house or whatever to get a shower, and you got freshened up, and you spent your whole entire weekend at the clubhouse. The whole entire weekend was spent at the clubhouse. It wasn't no other, you know, it wasn't no hotel. It wasn't no, well, tonight Thursday night meet and greet is over here, Friday night meet and greet is over here, and then Saturday the party is over here. No, everything was at the clubhouse. Everything. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't about the clubhouse making money. It wasn't about, any of that. You feel what I'm saying? It was just strictly about the brotherhood, the camaraderie. Hey, man, we got you when you get here, man. It was free food, free drink, and it was what it was. Now, maybe the rent was a lot cheaper back then, and it probably was. I think rent back then, back in 1950, 1960, 30,000 square feet might have been $200 a month. I'm just saying. 30,000 square feet might have been it might have been $200 a month for 30,000 square feet. That's all utilities included. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, so we here, man. Today's time, the clubhouse, man. What I've been seeing at most of the clubhouses is this. A lot of people are going out, you know, trying to get nice bigger clubhouses because they're thinking about, you know, possibly having room for a dance or possibly having room for a function. You know, they're going out getting, some people are going out getting actual, you know, warehouse buildings. Some people are. What'd you say? Tick said I paid $700 to stay in Atlanta. I mean, but that was probably for 2 weeks, or at least a week and a half, or something. It wasn't for no 3 days. $700. You in LA? You at a rare breed function. $700 gonna get you 3 days at a rare breed function, man. 3 days, and you ain't ate nothing. Period. Don't even think about eating. The only thing you ate was somebody leftovers, man. Don't start with me, Tick, for real. Don't start. But a lot of the people now are going out getting clubhouses. You know, they're getting old warehouse buildings, turn them into something nice, man. And that's what it's all about, man. You know, at least. But now people now are paying $1,200 a month, $2,000 a month, and if not more for clubhouses. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got in some cities, some states, the public or the real estate market has almost blackballed MC clubs from owning clubhouses for whatever reason. We pay rent just like anybody else, but they got that stigma on, you know, whatever it is. Hey man, the clubhouse this or the motorcycle club this, especially in LA right now. I think LA got it real bad right now, where it's hard for them to even have a clubhouse. The police or whatever, you know, or the powers that be are trying to shut down all of the MC clubhouses, and basically, you know, just it's probably more of just trying to get rid of the set. They don't really. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. The real reason that you said that's why they can't pay for gas. Hey, man, they said that's why y'all can't get Yonder because you can't pay for gas because you got to pay the dues to pay for the rent on the clubhouse. Hey, man, that was a comment. That ain't me. But in L.A., you got to understand what's going on, man, with the motorcycle set. The brothers on the motorcycle set have finally come together. They have finally come together. And they have come together on some positive stuff. The motorcycle set has transformed a little bit of the gangbanging. You feel what I'm saying? And it has helped to bring the brothers together. You got Bloods and Crips now in the same club. Well, back in the day, that would have never happened. You said we are working on a warehouse with 2 kitchens, 2 DJ booths, and sons are trying to purchase. You know what I'm talking about? And that's my man Assassin. They trying to put it down. Now, let me say this. Okay. This is the part that's going to blow you away. Do you know that once you get a clubhouse in whatever city or state you're in, that you have now somewhat, I ain't going to say somewhat, you have now claimed territory. You know how they say the OMCs are the only ones that claim territory? Well, if you have a clubhouse, that's what you just did. You claim territory. You bought real estate. This is you can honestly say, hey, this land right here, this part of Georgia right here, this is us, this is ours. We own it, this belongs to us. So you have now staked and claimed territory in whatever state you're in. I'm in Georgia, so I'm going to say Georgia. When you purchase a clubhouse, rent, lease, or whatever, what you're doing is you are now claiming territory. You're now claiming stake in that city, state, or town. Now, what I mean by that is this. When you set your clubhouse down, one of the responsibilities of the clubhouse is that you have to protect that entity with everything that your club has. You have now went into a status of, hey, this is ours. Nobody will come in here and destroy it. Nobody will come in here and take it from us. And if you try it, we're going to die defending this part of what we've staked claim to. You feel what I'm saying? So it gets a lot deeper than that. You feel what I'm saying? It gets so much deeper. When you get a clubhouse, you're telling the whole world, hey, man, we here. This is where we at. This is our territory. And you have to defend it. You have to secure it. You have to maintenance it. You feel what I'm saying? You have to do all of that. That is almost... you say what? Bruce looks me back, bang. Hey, man, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. That's what you do, man. You have now state claim. You have now state claim in a city and or state. You feel me? Listen, man. What it do, man? What was that? Who was that? Dane Williams. What it do, man? From San Jose. What it do with it? When I mean by that is this. When you purchase that building and you say, hey man, this is our clubhouse, you have to, and you have now become responsible for everybody that walks through that door. for everybody that walks through that door. He said that part. So Sons of Apollonian, OMC, our motto is Apollonian stands strong as one, never alone. It is what it is. But you are now responsible. So for all the little cute skirts that come through there, for all the little cute girls that come there, people come to a motorcycle clubhouse not because it's the coolest place to be, not because the drinks are cheap, not because it's just amongst them. You got a lot of some of those reasons are in there. Some of the females come there for that, but more importantly, they come there because they don't have no worries. I've had females tell me, man, the reason why I love coming to y'all clubhouse is because as sexy as I am, with no clothes on, I don't got brothers trying to feel on me. They ain't trying to Donald Trump me and grab me in the, you're not the president, get out. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't trying to Donald Trump me. They ain't gawking all over me. And I'm butt naked and I'm fine as hell. You feel what I'm saying? The respect, they come there because they feel like they're respected. Well, all of that is because that is our job. Our job is to make our clubhouse atmosphere safe and secure. You feel what I'm saying? At all costs. So for whoever's in there, whether you're motorcycle related, well, if you're there, some kind of way you got some motorcycle affiliation. Either somebody invited you, one of your homegirls, or your homegirl, or whatever, or somebody, one of the brothers, or whatever. So that's why a lot of the females tell me all the time, say that's why we love coming over here. We can come over here, and if we get drunk, we ain't got to worry about nobody waking up talking about, whose thing is this in my mouth? Excuse me, so whose is this in my mouth? Because you take your ass somewhere else and get drunk and fall asleep. You're going to wake up with 2 or 3 of them up in there. You know what I'm talking about? Every hole you got going to be plugged. But you can actually come to the motorcycle clubhouse and let it all hang out, man, and be you and not be judged. You feel what I'm saying? Be you and not be, criticized or categorized. Now, don't get me wrong now. If you in that toe up, they're going to talk about you. They definitely going to talk about you. They're going to, they're going to laugh and they're going to get their giggles in and whatever else. But like I tell everybody, I have not seen a female yet on the set, especially at nobody clubhouse, that couldn't get it. I'm not saying from me. I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't get it from me. I'm just saying in general. Yeah, you show me a female that can come to anybody clubhouse and want to get it and can't get it. Yeah, that part. I said it. Yeah, ain't no such thing. You know what I'm saying? In the motorcycle set, on the motorcycle set, we will accommodate, from the biggest of the biggest to the smallest of the smallest, to the ooglies, from the ooglies to the uglies to the whatever else on above that. You know what I'm talking about? So, but back to this clubhouse thing. What I'm saying is this, man. Getting a clubhouse is more than just having somewhere for the brothers to kick it. You feel what I'm saying? It's way more than that. It's almost, like I said, it's so much more serious than that. And a lot of times you probably don't even think about it like that. You say, when I be in a clubhouse, my head be on a swivel. I feel like it could pop off in a minute. How you're not supposed to feel that way if you're in a motorcycle clubhouse? How you in a motorcycle clubhouse, but you worried about something happening? You're not supposed to at all. That's not never supposed to be an issue. That's not never supposed to be one of your concerns ever. Period. That's totally the opposite. When I go to a clubhouse, not that I'm not paying attention, because I pay attention any and everywhere I go. I could be at your house in the room that you allowed me to be in with the door locked, and I'm paying attention. You feel what I'm saying? But when you're at a motorcycle clubhouse, not a function. Now, it's different from being at a function than being at an actual clubhouse. When you're at a motorcycle clubhouse, you're not supposed to be worried about nothing. You're not supposed to be worried about no BS jumping off, no gunplay, no nothing. When are you going to start say, man, listen, man. You're asking the wrong person all the wrong questions. You feel me? That's my man Razor P, man. So, again, that's how it's supposed to be when you get to the clubhouse. But let's talk about this part about claiming territory or staking territory or staking claim to a territory, a city, a state, or land. Okay. What a lot of people don't understand is that when you touch down a clubhouse, when you set down a clubhouse, okay, in whatever city, state you're in, and you take that, you mark that territory, that community becomes your community. Okay? you know, that whole entire, you know, wherever you're in that whole block, should be your block. Should everybody load it? And it's yeah, it might be guns everywhere, but you ain't supposed to be worried about it. You have to defend your house at all costs. Treat it like your own house, like your mama used to say. Act like you got some home training. Hey man, there it is there. But what I'm saying is when you sit down on that block, that whole block becomes part of your clubhouse. From the makeup of the block to the yards, you know, to the whole structure of the clubhouse. I mean, to the whole structure of the neighborhood, the block, the whole 9 yards. What a lot of people make a mistake is like when they get these clubhouses that are in let's say residential districts or in, you know, in quieter districts or whatever, and they get these clubhouses, they don't really think about all of the noise that's going to come through maybe 2 or 3 times a week. It might not be every 7 days a week, but at least 2 or 3 times a week. So they forget the community, and then you have the community turn on you. Not that it's you that they're after per se. It's the change that they don't agree with. The change from being a cool little quiet community to now all of a sudden 2 or 3 nights a week is just a monstrous uproar. So and this is shout out to State Burners in Illinois. They have a clubhouse that's on the corner in a residential district. When I tell you it's in a residential district. What they did was, when they got this clubhouse, awesome, 4 bedrooms, upstairs, downstairs. It's actually, if you go there, that's where you will stay. If you go visit the State Burners in Illinois, and I don't know if they still got it, but when I was there, if you go visit them as a guest, you will stay, shower, eat, and sleep in the clubhouse. They got a full kitchen, 2 or 3 bathrooms. Oh, it's an awesome setup. Okay, bedroom in the back. They got a living room back in the. Oh, it's awesome. But what they did was, what I loved about them was they adopted the whole neighborhood. Like for example, I think have house on every side of them. The work being cut, they pay to be cut. They pay for like the painting of the houses, you know, to keep the uniformity of everybody. They take care of the street, you know, they take care of that whole section. So actually, when you hit that clubhouse, when you hit that block, that whole block, you're like, whoa, this is clean, it's phenomenal. But that's part of what they adopted, and they did that so that when they have those, and I think like a couple of, it's 1 or 2 old ladies over there when I was there. They have committed to you know, just taking them groceries and making sure that you know, if she needs to go to the store, I think she called over and somebody go over and get her store list and go to the store for her, whatever they do as club. Maybe send one of the prospects, but the whole setup was just awesome. And I'm telling you, when they throw an event, the neighborhood supports their event because they know that they don't have to worry about. And even if they do park a bike or something in the yard, the neighbors in the neighborhood know that, hey man, that's they with them boys over there. They good, they straight. They gonna make sure that the assistance and that, and they have no issues. I mean, they have it's cool as hell, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's just super cool the way that they got it. And these are some of the things that you have to do if you get a clubhouse in a residential district. These are just some of the things that you have to do. You cannot survive, and you will not survive peacefully, or without hassle from the local law enforcement if you don't do these things. If you touch down in a residential district and you don't communicate with the neighborhood, with the community that you just touched down in, even all the way going to the local council meetings to see the concerns of the community, to hear the concerns of the community, to see what we can do. And again, it also helps the image of the motorcycle club as well. But I promise you, if you got a motorcycle club and you're in a residential district, you're gonna need that front part of the grass to park that bike. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that, you know, that they little front part of their yard to park a bike or a motorcycle or whatever. So these are the things that you have to do, man. A lot of people, like I mentioned, Second to None in Dallas. Their clubhouse is in a warehouse area, and I think everybody closes after 5 o'clock. They're the only thing open in that area, I believe. After 5 o'clock, basically the block is home, and since that's the case, you must take care of home. Period. It is what it is. Like I said, second to none. They have they put theirs like right in the middle of a industrial park, and I believe all of the businesses close at about 5 or 6 o'clock. So they open up. They make sure that they open up later than that. And if you go to their anniversary, that's what their anniversary is at their clubhouse. The whole block. They block off the block. You got to pay to get on the block. You don't pay to get in the clubhouse. You pay to get on the block. They got all the. I think it's only 2 entrances in, one that way and then one in them off the main street. It's only 2 entrances into their clubhouse. So they get their money at the when you turn on the street. When you turn on that street, yeah, let me get that player. So you gonna pay to be on the block because at that point they got the whole block because all of the businesses are shut down. But at the same time though, the president over there, Nudie, and all of them cats over there, man, Chuck and Lieutenant Dan and JP and all them cats over there. The other responsibility that they have for that is that they promise the other buildings and other businesses that, hey, ain't nothing gonna happen to your business, ain't nobody gonna be breaking in your stuff, cars, trucks, and they're responsible for that. You feel what I'm saying? And in a certain way that they are held to a certain responsibility on that. Plus, not to mention, they got to keep the neighborhood clean. You feel what I'm saying? So that means they got trash patrol after every one of their events, and this stuff is not easy. It ain't just. It just ain't about getting a clubhouse and we got a clubhouse, boom, let's party. They got all type of responsibilities and rules and regulations. And then at the same time, you have to build that base with the local law enforcement. I'm not saying that you got to be buddy, friends, or pals, but you got to have that relationship to where if something, is going on, when they come over and say, hey, what's going on? Hey, man, it's so-and-so, whatever. What we got, man? Dane Williams said, I wish there was more genuine black bikers like y'all. When it comes to clubs, most be trying to fit a fad like they're not genuine, like Sugar Bear or Ben Hardy, where I'm at. Understand this, man. The motorcycle set in general has become a fad. And I'm going to say it, I don't care if you like it or not. The whole set has become a fad. It's become fashionable to be in a motorcycle club. A lot of people are not in it no more for what it is, and that's a whole nother subject I can get on to. But the whole set has become a fad. You feel what I'm saying? This whole everything, it is what it is. And also, we need to get our teachers to start teaching and less of the BS. You feel what I'm saying? We need to get the G's to be G's, and the BGs to be BGs, and the YGs to be YGs, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And, that's a message within itself. I'm going to leave that right there. But when it comes to these clubhouses, man, it's just so much more than just dropping claim to a building or putting your name on a building and, hey, this is us. You take on a whole responsibility of whatever. You say, I don't deal with law enforcement, but most law enforcement officers are my Masonic brothers, and we take care of each other anyway. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, again, I'm not saying that you have to deal with them, but I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if I can say this, and I'm almost I don't care who you are, okay. If you don't play by the rules, then those same rules will shut you down, okay, or those people that govern the rules will shut you down. And I'm trying to say it as nice and as understandable as possible. But if you don't play by the rules, then those people that govern the rules will make it very, 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 very hard on you to maintain a clubhouse in that city, state, town, neighborhood, or whatever. And it's just that simple. So we all have to have some type of communication, some type of networking, some type of understanding, some type of connection with the local law enforcement agency, especially the local community. Like I said, maybe even going to the community board meetings to hear what are the concerns of the community. These are just things that you have to do. I mean, period, point blank. And I'm almost going to say that's for any organization. I know some of these organizations are real big and bad, and they got this connotation and whatever it is that they have. But I believe, and this is just me saying that there are powers that be that you do have to deal with no matter what, in order to maintain what you need to maintain. Okay? And I'm going to drop that right there. Say, man, we're going to be taking phone calls about this, man, right after these commercial breaks or whatever. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into this thing, man, and let's see what it is, man. It's your boy, man, Big Phil FHOH and RC. Let's get it.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Top 40, hip-hop, R&B, mainstream, reggae, soca, old school. Listen to all your favorite hits here on 106liveradio.com.
Track and field enthusiasts, it's here again. From May 27 to 28, all roads lead to the third annual Atlanta, Georgia
Assassin, what it do?
See relay teams from the USA, Canada, Trinidad and Tobago, the Bahamas, Grenada, Jamaica, and Guyana descend on the Langston Hughes High School in Fairburn for Georgia's premier relay carnival. Olympians,
What's good, man? Let's get some phone calls in here. Jaja, what up with it?
Greet their fans. Come out and represent your nation. Bring your flags and enjoy the next generation of international elite sprinters on display. Sumptuous Caribbean cuisine for sale. Admission $5 for children, $10 for adults. Get your tickets early. It's the annual Atlanta, Georgia Relays at the Langston Hughes High School. It's Memorial Weekend, May 27 to 28. You don't want to miss it.
Southern Art Bourbon and Bar is a modern Southern cuisine for the entire family. We offer great tasting contemporary Southern, Creole, Cajun dishes for just under $30 with a 4-hour complimentary valet parking. Our dining style is simply casual. We're open Mondays to Saturdays at 6:30 a.m. and on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. Come in and see us today at Intercontinental Buckhead, Atlanta, 3315 Peachtree Road, or visit our website at southernart.com.
Join me, yours truly, DJ SEB, every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as I bring you the most fun and excitement right here on 106liveradio.com. Remember to download the 106 Live Radio app from your Google Play Store, find us on the TuneIn app, and tell somebody to tell somebody else that yours truly, DJ SEB, is on your radio every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time on your favorite radio.
Turn down for what?
What you mean you ain't downloaded the app? Quit playing. Say, man, get it together. We back on, man.
Say, man, you heard what he said. Get it together. We back on, man. So let's talk about it, man. What we got? I know y'all got some stories, positive and or negative, about some Clubhouse stuff. Say, said I asked you this once before, but why did Black Bike Set give up Honda for Harley when they started with Honda? That's an interesting topic, but from early on, from what I understand, I don't think they gave up Honda for Harley. I think they started with Harley. To watch the show with you at that Cowboy. Hey, so you better get used to it, man. 404-464-8785 is the number. If you want to call toll free, 844-811-5540. Save your little, your little ducats. You know what I'm saying? Find your phone booth somewhere, toll free, 844-811-5540, or direct 404-464-8785. You feel me? Let's talk about some of these stories that you guys have had. Anybody had to defend their clubhouse? Has anybody ever had a clubhouse try to be taken over? Or what about this? Do you feel like, what happens when civilians come to your clubhouse that don't know the rules and regulations? Also, it was always customary, and it used to be, and now it's getting to the point now where they're not doing it, but it used to be customary to where you didn't even pat down a fully patched member coming into your clubhouse. If a person had on a motorcycle vest and it was a recognized club, you didn't pat him down, you let him right on in. We don't get patted down. But lately, everywhere I go, they want to pat you down now. So what's happening, man? What's happening with these clubhouses? What's happening with the bike set, to where the rules are changing, to where the respect is being lost, that we starting to pat other motorcycle members down when we all have a code and a rule that we follow. And the rule of the code is this, is that if you're on a motorcycle set and you're in a motorcycle club, then you know to respect at all costs, under any circumstances and under any conditions, you know to respect that clubhouse or that function. And I think a lot of that is being lost, and therefore that's why we're doing the pat downs. You feel what I'm saying? Because now we can't trust nobody. What happened to the blacks that used to sleep in the tents? You still got some of the old clubs that still do that. You know, when they go like out here in Georgia, Born Losers, they own acres. They got their clubhouse and they got acres, and they do their beer run and whatever else they do for a whole week. And I mean, people be living out there in their tents. They be out there for a whole week in their tents, and they go inside the clubhouse to shower or whatever they do. And they there for the whole week, man. They just camp out because they got the land for it. When they did that clubhouse, they designed it with that in mind. You feel what I'm saying? So they got the land, the acres, the whole 9 yards. So they still do that, man. I mean, on my trip home, on this particular trip coming from Arizona, the rest stop, I got me 4 or 5 hours at the rest stop. You know what I'm saying? About 3 or 4 hours at the rest stop, and then came on in. So I mean, the original tradition of bikers being bikers is still out there. You don't see it nowhere near as much, but it's still out there. But yeah, people getting patted down when you come to another motorcycle clubhouse. You feel what I'm saying? That didn't used to be. Whenever you showed up and you had on a motorcycle, hey brother, come on in. Hey sister, come on in. But now, we got to start patting down. Also now you're starting to see too, people have to hire police officers to work the door or to work the event of a motorcycle event. You feel what I'm saying? Because the respect and everything is falling off. As far as that goes, is it that it's not being passed down? Ain't nobody teaching the younger generation that, hey, no matter what you got going on, if it's somebody in here that you've been looking to destroy, to kill or whatever, because you guys are mutually in our clubhouse, both of you guys are in our clubhouse, you can't touch him. He has a pass. Ain't nothing you can do to him. You can catch him down the block, around the corner, or whatever else. But because he's in this clubhouse, ain't nothing. You better not start an argument. You better not be mean mugging. None of that. Nowadays, you go to people's clubhouses, and some of the members of let's just say you go to 106 MC, and I always use 106 MC. You go to 106 MC clubhouse. You got on the vest. They don't particularly know you. Brand new to the set. If you ain't got a big booty and a smile, they're not even talking to you. They don't even want to have nothing to do with you. But you in their clubhouse. It's all kind of stuff that come with the clubhouse, man. It's like your house. You have to be hospitable. You got to entertain the company. You got to, you got to, to get to know who's in your house. Period. Like I said, I've been there with certain situations where, like I said, it's our clubhouse and we in the club, and 2 or 3 people walk in and we're like, hey, who's that? Who they know? Who invited them? I don't know. And okay, well, just watch them. No, man, take your ass over there and see. Hey, brother, how y'all doing, man? Hey, sister, how y'all doing? Who y'all here with today? Because technically speaking, you're not supposed to be in this clubhouse if you was not invited. If you was not invited, it's just like going to somebody's house. You don't just show up at nobody's house talking about I want to come in. No, that ain't how this works. You feel what I'm saying? But we're getting away from a lot of that, man. It's getting to the point now to where most of these clubhouses are strictly for business ventures only. They don't even hang out at the clubhouse no more. We open for Friday night, bike night. Who working the bar? I need 2 people on the bar. Make sure the ice is ain't no more just hanging out at the clubhouse. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Goodfellas, Oakland. I went out there and I called my man T Cone actually, and I called Fredo. Hey man, what up, man? I'm in. Oh man, come on down to the clubhouse. We're gonna open it up, man. Put something on the grill. Instantly. Wasn't no, oh well, where you at, man? Meet me at man, everything. Come to the clubhouse, man. That's where I'm gonna be at. TV was going on, domino games was being played, and that's what we hung out at the clubhouse. The grill was popping, and that's what it was. So it comes with a lot of responsibility. Now, who's responsible for the clubhouse? Let's get into that. Every member of that club is responsible for the clubhouse. As far as opening, every member should have a key. If you in the club and y'all got a clubhouse, and every member don't have a key or access to that clubhouse, and your dues are going towards the rent of that clubhouse, then yeah, that's something you need to ask yourself. It's something you need to talk about. That's something you need to talk about, because if I'm paying on this rent, yeah, I need to be able to come on up in this chumpy anytime I need to come on up in this chumpy. Now I understand that kind of feel like you can't give everybody a key because it'd be all kind of strange stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You come in and DNA be all over the wall and, you know, some of this and some of that because everybody ain't as clean as they need to be. And everybody ain't as cautious, as well maintained or well trained as they need to be. You feel what I'm saying? But still, if you are a fully paid dues member and you are a fully patched member, then you should be able to go to your clubhouse anytime you feel like it. 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, you and the wife getting into it, you should be able to say, hey, I'll holler at you, I'm going to the clubhouse. Period. It shouldn't be no, hey brother, I'm not gonna come open up the clubhouse. I'm asleep. No, it shouldn't be that. You should have full access to your clubhouse at all time. Period. He said, I went to a clubhouse as a civilian. I tried to talk to someone but couldn't, for they was prospecting. Okay, well yeah, most prospects are not allowed to talk. And who invited you to the clubhouse? That's the problem. Were you invited to the clubhouse? And if you were invited, whoever invited you should have been there or should have had somebody there to greet you, to, you know, give you the lay of the land and to give you the rules and regulations and to kind of and give you the introduction. So if somebody invites you to a clubhouse, they're responsible for you. Whether they actually, you know, watch you or they're with you or they put somebody in charge of you, basically per se, until everybody's comfortable with you being there. And again, people, when you invite somebody to a motorcycle clubhouse, you need to give them the rules and regulations. Hey, mind your business. You feel what I'm saying? Have a good time. You know, do your thing. We got you. But there are rules and regulations to clubhouses. But getting back to who's responsible, as members, we are all responsible, period, for our clubhouses. Every member has a responsibility to that clubhouse. Every member, from the president all the way down to each member, should have to clean the bathroom, should have to work the bar, should have to wash the door, should have to do perimeter security. You know, you got to have perimeter security. You feel what I'm saying? If you got people coming in and out, you got to have somebody, you feel what I'm saying, that you know, that even for helping people park, to make sure that, you know, if something happened, everybody can get out. You feel what I'm saying? I put prospects on new people and properties on the new female. As you, hey, if that's your routine, if that's how y'all getting down, then, and if that's what's working, that's what's gonna work. But it needs to be somebody there. With anytime you got a civilian there, and it's, especially if it's their first or second time, you need to have somebody there with them. You know, to give them the ropes and show them what's going on and what's good. Because at a clubhouse, it might be, y'all might be functioning, but it might be a meeting going on, and they don't know who that's the president, that's the VP, that's sergeant at arms. If you see them talking, you don't bother them. You feel what I'm saying? When you see certain members talking or officers talking, you don't interrupt them. You don't bother them. You stay away from that. If you know, catch them later on, but you know, you don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? People should know too. A lot of people don't know. In a motorcycle clubhouse, does anybody know what this means? If I go to your motorcycle club and I set my helmet on the bar, what does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? Yeah, don't worry, I'll wait. No, but back in the day, when you went to a motorcycle clubhouse and you set your helmet on the bar, that means that you were paying for all the drinks. Do you spit or what the hell? Yes, I was invited, but no rules or regs was given. I was like a fish out of water. Yeah, and that could have been that could, you know, maybe if you had been invited the right way, it might would have been a better experience. Yeah, but when you go to a motorcycle clubhouse and you set your helmet on the bar, that means you're paying for all the drinks that come across that bar. Y'all didn't even know that. And that was the old thing back in the day, because your helmet was almost just as important as your rags were back in the day. You know, your helmet was your lid or whatever. They got different names, helmet, lid, whatever. But that's what it meant. You know, when, you know, that was like, you know, you know, almost like a promise, or hey, that's so and so helmet. So that helmet represents him per se. What the? Hey man, where you finna go? Who this is, man? Let me get this person. Report. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he done. Whoever Tyler Daigle is, man, get your ass off my. I don't know what the hell he talking about. Anyway, So those were just different things, man. That you had that. Also, motivator. Also, you had the other part. Some clubhouses only got one bathroom. Basically, that bathroom was for the females. The men went outside and took a piss. If you had to, you have to do the number two, as they say. Then you left and made other provisions. Man, I don't know what the hell's going on, but anyway, it's a whole lot of bull crap going on my YouTube. But anyway, so inside the clubhouse, there were so many different rules and regulations that went on that you had to be responsible for, and that even the club who has the clubhouse, they have to be responsible for. You got the inner perimeter, the outer perimeter. You got the people that has to that are working the bar. You got all kind of stuff. Here's another thing, Sel. In our nation, properties don't allow females to approach any of our past members without permission. Okay, so how do they stop that? Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Chris. How do they stop that? How do you stop a regular female? Here's an how do you stop? So how do you stop a regular female who doesn't know from approaching a full patch member? Whatever plan that you got, whatever plan that you guys got in play, as long as it works, it works. And those are reasons for that. It's all kind of reasons, because again, if you're a civilian and you're inside a motorcycle clubhouse, you're just sitting there having fun. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know all these things are moving on around you. You don't even know, that this meeting over here is to handle this business. This meeting over here is to squash this business. This meeting over here. Whatever is going on. And I'm not saying that there's anything negative going on. It could be a lot of positive stuff. But, because you're not affiliated, you feel what I'm saying? You just don't know. What up with it, Ronjet? You just don't know. How about showing up to a clubhouse as a guest with your music loud? If you are for example, okay, if you are a fully patched member in another club, these are things that should be taught to you. Like, for example, I'm gonna give you another one. Does anybody know why you don't pull into a motorcycle club and the front of your bike faces the motorcycle club? That's why if you see most of your motorcycle clubs, the bike's supposed to be facing away from the front door of the motorcycle club or from the entrance of the motorcycle club. That was back in the day considered a challenge. When you pulled up to somebody's motorcycle club and you're facing the front door or the entrance of that motorcycle club, that was a way of you back then saying that you were challenging that club. Now getting back to the loud music thing, it depends on the club. If the club that you're visiting don't have a problem with it, then there's no problem. But just like when you come to my house or when I come to your house, I don't care what my music sounds like on the street. When I hit your neighborhood, I'm going to turn my music down because not all the neighbors agree with my loud music. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm coming to your clubhouse and that's just how your clubhouse is, then I'm going to turn my music down. But if you got a clubhouse such as Kings of the South or Second to None or Rare Breed or whoever else, got clubhouses and they don't mind the loud music, then, that's not an issue. Some clubs won't let you pull in their yard if you're a civilian on a motorcycle. I totally agree. The yard is for fully patched motorcycle members, whether it be just their members or whether it be just fully patched members of the MC set. Whatever the rules are, these are things that you need to know, man. Period. What the hell? Hey man, y'all need to report these people, man, on this page when y'all see this old silly ass shit. I don't know what the hell going on, man. People always love to be on some bull crap. Anyway, it's just so many different rules and regulations, man, about different things when it comes to the clubhouse. And again, there's nothing written about these rules, but talk to some of your old heads like I always do. Talk to some of your old heads and ask them about the helmet on the bar. Ask them about your bike facing the front door or the entrance of the clubhouse. Ask them about, why I can't park in the yard, you know what I'm saying? Or why is this parking, reserved for certain people? But if you had a clubhouse and you asking these type of things, then maybe you don't need to be at that clubhouse, because these things should be already talked to you before you get there. Make sure y'all click the like button for real. These things should be already talked about before you get there. And another thing is this too, man. When you take on a clubhouse, one of the things that a lot of people make the mistake of is that they put the clubhouse in a member's name. That's one of the I've seen this backfire. Oh my goodness, several thousand times. You put the clubhouse lease or the rent agreement or the whatever, the purchase, in a member's name. That is a very big mistake. A very, very, very big mistake, because for whatever reason, if that member leaves the club or that member gets pissed off with the club or whatever reason, then he takes the clubhouse and kicks everybody out the clubhouse, changes the locks, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it just becomes hostile. Get your clubhouse business, get your club MC club business together, to where you guys can actually purchase the clubhouse, to where you guys can sit down and meet with whoever you need to meet with, or put 3 or 4 people on the board in charge of the clubhouse, and make sure that you come up with the rules and regulations and the parameters for the plan B. Make sure you have a plan B. Make sure it's in our club name. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you have a parameter for if these members leave or, you know, get put out. Some members, you got to put them out. They might have started off as founders or whatever, but now they got to get put out. So make sure that you guys think about that aspect of it when you decide to pick a clubhouse. Do not let one member control everything for the clubhouse. And again, if you're a dues paying member, fully dues paying member, then you should have access to the clubhouse 24 hours a day. Whether we got to put, maybe some type of numbers, a lock, they got them little locks with the numbers on them, or, somewhere. But the clubhouse should be available to all members 24 hours a day, period. You shouldn't have to ask to be at the clubhouse. You shouldn't have to ask who's going to be there, or whatever. You should be able to go to the clubhouse anytime that you feel like that you want to, period. So these are just some of the things, man, some of the parameters, some of the rules, some of the regulations, as far as the responsibility, again, as far as cleaning the walls, mopping the floors, cleaning the tables and chairs, make sure the bar is stocked, making sure, that the air is on or off, or the heat or whatever it may be, making sure that if you got a hole in the roof that it's plugged, making sure that the driveway is swept up. These are the responsibilities of each and every member. Now, if your clubhouse, whatever rules they have, that they assign this assignment to somebody, then so be it. But the clubhouse responsibility, the maintenance of it, the appearance of it, all of that is for every member in the MC, period. It's our clubhouse. It belongs to us. Not no one person, not the board, not the officers, not the founders, the whole nine. If you and some stuff like that, then maybe you need to try to get it changed or reevaluate, some of the club that you're in. And again, I'm sorry to even say that. Did I get my disclaimer? If I say you, ain't talking about you. If I say them, if I say your club, I'm not talking about your club, I'm talking about their club. That was my disclaimer. Kind of put that at the beginning of the show. But anyway, so I didn't get any calls for tonight, man. So I guess everybody's understanding, everybody's cool with the do's, the don'ts, the rules, the regulations, the hows, the what, when's, and where of a clubhouse. But more importantly, understand this. Be prepared to defend your clubhouse against anybody, against any other MC in the land, period. Nobody is allowed to come to your clubhouse and start a fight. Nobody is allowed to come to your clubhouse and start an argument. Nobody is allowed to come to your clubhouse and grab on any other female's ass because they feel like they want to. And also you got to put this, I'm gonna drop this element in there. If you have brothers that are married and their wives are there in the clubhouse, you feel what I'm saying? The other brothers need to be aware of their activity around other brothers' wives, or what I'm saying. Some clubhouses may have it where the wives are not allowed at the clubhouse, whatever the rules are. But these are just some things you need to be cautious of. The people that are around you inside in your club, in your motorcycle clubhouse. You feel what I'm saying? You need to be cautious of all that. Let me see what I got. So, okay. The same way these people playing games on the comments is the same reason it's important to understand who's entering your clubhouse. I totally agree. That's from my man Screw, Hog Life MC out of LA, Compton. It's the difference in the OMC. Okay. Big Sale is, I'm prospecting with a club in LA. Now tell me this. Can the prospects walk around the annual dance by themselves or with a patch member? Whatever the rules are of that club. You know what I'm saying? If some clubs the prospects don't get to move at all. Stand right here. Whatever the rules are, whatever you accept as a prospect or whatever the rules are for you to get into that club, you're gonna abide by whatever. If that's the club you want to be in, you're gonna abide by whatever the rules are to be in that club. So that can vary. There's no set law, no law put down. Anyway, there's no set rules that govern that part of it. Whatever the rules are for the prospecting, that's just what it is. So that part changes on a daily. I say what? Yes, I see that. Okay, thanks. Whatever that is. Washington, yes sir, that's important. So, again, man, it's your boy Big Cell FHOH, and I got like 4 minutes left. Trying to remember everything for the, if I forgot anything for the clubhouse. Also in some clubhouses, let me say this real quick. Also in some clubhouses, they may have a mural or a painting or something on the floor or something on the wall that only patch members can stand in front of or walk on top of or take pictures of. That needs to be known, and those are the things that need to be understood to visitors, to patch members and to patch visitors and non-patch visitors. You feel what I'm saying? If it's something that the clubhouse has a mural or their logo or whatever, you don't just walk on it, or you don't just go over to it and take a picture in front of it, or just touch it or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Again, these are other rules that need to be given to guests, first timers, second timers, or whatever. And these are things that you guys need to know as civilians if you do visit a motorcycle club. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. You're protected, you're safe. The motorcycle club got you because that's their job, is to protect you. Nobody should ever be worried or be in fear of being in a motorcycle clubhouse, worried about anything happening to them, because you're not allowed to have any discrepancies. You're not allowed to have, any BS, period. I don't care if it's a person you've been looking for since high school and now you see them inside this clubhouse, then you might act like you didn't see them, because there's nothing you can do about it at all. And if you violate that rule, then you don't have a problem with just that person. You got a problem with the whole entire club that you violated. And that's just a no-brainer. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. None whatsoever. So that's what that is. All right. Well, since I got some time, man, let's talk about that's that. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope that was informative. I hope you guys learned something about that, and I hope some of you members that are in clubs that got clubhouses can take some of this back, maybe to get it put to the drawing board or whatever. Thank you, Vincent. July 15th, man, Commerce, Georgia is going down. The fastest baggers in the world will be here, man. I have been blessed to know these cats. I have been blessed to be able to put this event together along with my business partner, Gaddafi, who has really been a true friend to me and my family, man, and has allowed us to just put this thing and be a part of it, man. So it done grown into a very, very big thing. So July 15th, in conjunction with the King's Weekend, they're going to start on Tuesday. Only day I got is Saturday, Friday night, and maybe Saturday. Friday night testing tune, Saturday at the track. Stay tuned for more details about how everything gonna go. But it's gonna be awesome, man. The fastest baggers in the world, they will be here. It'll be going down. Also, don't forget May 21st, Greg Street got the Beach Blast. It's going down in Clayton County. That's gonna be big. If you're from out of town, you might want to be here for that. So it is what it is, man. I love y'all. Stay tuned, do what you do, man, and I'll see y'all next Thursday, man. Peace.
Okay, Arizona is done. Now it's Atlanta's business. Yo, hot boy, bring that slowest bagger to the A. And let us show you that you're only hot because the West Coast is not. Yo, busshead, the Sammy's big and Lil save your gas money, homies.
Say, man, I appreciate all y'all on here, man. All the comments, all the love. Thank you guys for everything, man. Robert, my man Silent Assassin, my man Bruce, my man Tick Perry, man. Thank you, man. What you say, raise the clubhouse for my MC chapter for a minute, but convincing the chapter members has been a challenge, man. Hey, thank you, Trey, Dane, Rozzy Bean. Come on, man. It's always got to be, I guess it's always got to be one. Anyway, y'all need to start helping me report these cats. When you see a comment on there with some bullshit like that, you need to start, reporting these cats, man. Let me put that. I think I got a minute left. Start reporting these cats, man. Anyway, I love y'all, man. Next Thursday, I'm going to come up with something to talk about, man. We're going to get into some of this stuff, man. But I thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Let's continue to do our thing, man. Peace.